Hey, good morning everyone, and good to see you all today. Welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Wednesday, August 2nd, 2023. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Second day of the month underway now. One of the things we mentioned here to begin the week was we could be looking at a pullback to begin the month of August. We do have a higher value relationship here, so in the pullback here, there is still an opportunity for bulls to defend and ultimately rotate this thing back up and higher into new highs above. So again, this is still in the framework of that trending move right now. Very similar to what happened last month, for example. Price drops into the pivot range for the first week, 1, 2, 3, 4-day week that week, and on the next Monday was an outside week up at a new high. A couple of weeks before that, similar price action here, turns around. This is a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, up after this week's pullback. So are we embarking on a similar pullback this week, followed by maybe a Friday rally or Monday through Friday rally of next week? This could be something of that nature. So again, while we are seeing some weakness here today, the market continues to show quite a bit of strength overall. The near-term support levels have been very strong as well. The 45.50 there holding firmly. The previous week's low price coming into play right now and bouncing off of that level just now in the overnight trade. So again, a lot of near-term support in this zone here at the moment. Perhaps we could go a little bit lower, but even so here at some point looking for a strong low and looking for perhaps a reversal back up within the range, just within this range for now, and perhaps even beyond to the upside. A failure at this line here though, right? A failure at the previous month's midpoint opens up a return back to the previous month's low. So if you fail here at around 45.25 or so, 4,400 could be the next level down below. So right now still trending higher. A little bit of weakness here after hours and in early pre-market trading, but overall this pullback here to begin the month is an opportunity for bulls to look to defend and rotate this thing back up. Here's a look at the NQ. Right now the NQ looking very similar to the ES. You see the uptrend has been clearly in play. Very narrow range of price action here over the last few weeks as it builds energy for another move to come. Starting the week and starting the month with a little bit of weakness here, pulling back into the pivot range below. You know, the midpoint is very close here to the previous FOMC key level, and again, that's going to be an important zone here. Do we come back? Do we trap below and see a return back up? A failure at this point opens up the previous month's low and maybe even a bit lower than that. So again, this market continues to build energy. This is about a 3-week trading range developing right now, and the next move could be again a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks of trending price action. If we pull back and rally, we could be looking at a move that takes us into the previous year's high price. 16,564 is that level, and right now there's enough energy here. There's enough energy to push price into that target, not only to it, but a couple of hundred points beyond it. So there is enough energy here to get us to the previous year's high, the last target to go get here. And can this market do that on this next rotation? We'll see. Lastly here, let's take a look here at the crude oil. Crude oil with a tremendous rally here, big time move out of crude oil since the 67 lows. Price rallies tremendously, shakes off some weakness initially and continues to push higher, regathers its strength right here. We mentioned in this energy right here had enough points in that trade to go about 7 points of distance here on a breakout. Mentioned through 77 opens up about 84 up ahead, and it's been a steady continuation. Not only that, this market has been so strong that there has not been any failed new lows along the way after this breakout. I mean, this was a failed new low inside the range here. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low each and every day. And with those higher lows, you've been seeing higher highs as well. We have now rallied right up to 82.40. a little bit higher to get to the 83.50 edge. That's the highest edge up there before we've seen price rotate back down. So a little bit more upside could be ahead for crude oil. Right now seeing a little bit of a failed new high and attacking the midpoint of the previous session. If a pullback occurs, that could still provide a buying opportunity for a move ahead. But again, we haven't even seen a push below the previous session's low during this strength. We'll see what happens up ahead, but overall we still got 83.50 up ahead, a little bit more upside, and then we could be looking at a tremendous turn back down within the range up ahead. Taking a look at gold futures, this one up marginally right now. Gold has been a bit of an enigma here a little bit lately. We had a great strong rejection, a downtrend that played out here, looking for another rotation of weakness here, but it fails and then squeezes back above. And once that squeeze occurred, it's been mostly bullish and pushing back to 2,000. That was the idea before. If we've turned back up, we hit 2,000. Now since it's hit 2,000, we're still kind of in an up move. Do we go beyond that level? Right now gold appears to be quite bullish and is now in a very short-term uptrend. So what does that mean for the broader market? You know, is gold gearing up for a return back to recent highs at 2080? And if so, what does that mean for the broader market on the whole? So again, watching this very closely. The midpoint here at around 1965 will be important. A pullback into that zone could lead to another rotation back up as this thing continues to work its way quietly higher back toward 2040. Looking at the YM now. If you look at the YM here, this thing has been quiet at these highs. You got about an 8-day narrow range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can go 9 days. A 9-day narrow range here, and again, that's building energy for perhaps another rotation to the upside. You'll see down here the compression is significant, and the potential points in the range are anywhere between 1,100 and 1,400 points of expansion. That's the average. That's the 125, 125, 1,400. The average here is 11 as it's currently developing. And again, as we break out and go reach those targets, can we go beyond that? A lot of times here on a 9-day range basis, we've seen some tremendous range here. So do we go close to 2,000 points of range? Right now, 1,400, 1,200 to 1,400 is a very doable amount of points for expansion. So one thing we want to do here is see where that strong low is before the move starts to happen. If price pulls back hard here and hits, say, 35.2 with a strong low and turns around, we might be looking at 35.2 plus 1,400, right? And that's going to give us a strong target to the upside here. 35.2 plus 1,200 is 36.4. 35.2 plus 1,400, and you're going beyond that into 6. So somewhere in this zone could be up ahead for this market just from a very near term. And again, this thing continues to build energy. Now when we talk about if price were to drop into 35.2 plus 1,400, you're looking at 36.6 or so, a little bit more, and you're at 36.8, and that is the previous year's high. So even if we build another couple of days of energy here, it could be enough easily to get us to that target. So again, looking for a continuation toward the previous year's high. Up ahead, any pullback could still be a buying opportunity until proven otherwise. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this develops the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.